Lower taxes.
Higher taxes.
Record employment.
Unemployment.
Peace.
War.
Highest wages.
Lower pay.
States' rights. Centralization of government.
Whoa, stop! I've tried. I've listened to everybody. On TV and radio. I've read the papers and magazines. I've tried, but I'm still confused. Who's right? What's right? What should I believe? What are the facts? How can I tell?
In these tense and anxious weeks, I know that every American citizen wants to know what he can do for his country. Not everyone can serve in our armed forces or serve our government, but there is one thing you can do. There is one way you can indicate your devotion to freedom. There is one way in which we can show how strongly we believe in our democracy. Next Tuesday, November 6th, is Election Day. I hope every American will turn out and vote. Every American, every member of his family, and show the world how strongly we believe in freedom, how strongly we believe in our country, how strongly we believe in democracy.
Okay, is there any kind of introduction, or are we just plunging in and then you guys will... I don't care about politics. Look, I don't care about Pokemon, but that doesn't mean it won't keep on coming back. That's actually what people in power are betting on, that you'll check out, that you won't vote. And when you opt out, that's what allows other people to essentially fill that void. It allows them to do nothing about the things that you'd like to see government do. So if you really want to throw a wrench in their plans, throw them out. Vote in somebody better. Next, why bother voting when I can't relate to the candidates? Now, this is actually a good question. For way too long, politicians haven't been representative of America as a whole. But that's changing this year. More women are running for office than ever before. More LGBT candidates are running for office. First-time candidates, young veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan, young leaders from across the political spectrum. So this year, more than any other year, you have the chance to change the face of politics so that it looks more like your own. You remember those hearings where members of Congress were asking Mark Zuckerberg questions like they'd never used the internet before? That's because they haven't. Here's your chance to vote for people who actually know what the internet is. My vote doesn't matter. Now, the last presidential election turned on fewer than 100,000 votes in 3 states. More people go to Coachella. Look, when it comes to something like Dancing with the Stars, people actually think their vote matters. But a vote in this November's election actually does matter. It could elect people who make our criminal justice system fair and your student loans easier to afford. And by the way, you wouldn't let your grandparents pick your playlist. Why would you let them pick your representative who's going to determine your future? Midterm elections are boring. Let me know when we're talking about a presidential race. Sometimes these elections are even more important than a presidential race. This November, 36 states are picking governor. Every single spot in the House of Representatives is on the ballot. Fill them with people who care about what you care about. Elections, by the way, aren't boring. You know what's boring? Scrolling through endless photos of your dinner on Instagram. That's boring. I don't know the candidates well enough. I'm uninformed. There are people running for office who don't think women should get equal pay for equal work, who don't think we should do anything about schools getting shot up, or who think we shouldn't raise the minimum wage for people who are working their tails off every day but still can't afford to pay the rent. Vote them out. Vote for somebody who shares your values. Also, this thing has something called Google. You can't use Google to figure out which candidates on your local ballot think that the earth is flat and climate change is a hoax. Google is super easy to read. I don't know where I'm supposed to vote. This one's easy. Do you know your address? If you do, just go to vote.org, plug in your address, it'll tell you where to vote. It's that simple. There's no joke here. Which is, there shouldn't be, because it's just like pretty simple. All right, next. I don't have time to vote. I understand that it's not always easy to find time to vote on a Tuesday. That's why in every state, you can get an absentee ballot. which you can mail in or drop off ahead of Election Day. And in 37 states, you can actually vote early, which is like going to a private Jay-Z Beyonce concert, just without Jay-Z and Beyonce. But take some friends anyway, beat the lines, because like most things, voting's more fun when you do it together. Share the video and tell your friends to vote on November 6th. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
You know, I'd stay for the wrap party, but I've got other stuff to do.
Describe Democrats.
Gun control, handouts, debt. What else? You want more? Just a general disdain for God and country, in my opinion.
Most of them want to give everything away.
Maybe brainwashed?
I can't describe all Democrats, but it's my learned opinion that the Democrat Party is a crime syndicate, not a real political party.
What are Republicans like?
People that don't have a clue. Close-minded.
Stuffy. They're mean.
In some sense, some of them are racist.
I've yet to meet a racist Republican where I live or with the people I work with the party, or a homophobic Republican.
Tell us your name, young lady.
I'm Doris Arnold from Jackson, Tennessee.
Jackson, Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you something, you're the only 10 I see.
I'm the only what?
10 I see.
Oh, okay.
What are the worst things about Democrats?
Well, they just believe in all the wrong things.
Like?
Well, you know, you can marry anybody you want, and it doesn't matter if it's another man or another woman or anything, and that's just against God's words, you know. And pretty soon, I think they'll be there. I know I have so many friends that love their dogs, and I think pretty soon they're going to be trying to marry their dogs.
Do an impression of Democrats complaining about the issues.
Oh, they whine. Oh, Trump said this, and Trump said that.
Do an impression of a Republican talking about the issues.
It's my way or the highway. I'm right, you're wrong.
I am for law and order.
Could you please pass me my Rolex watches?
It's going to be huge.
When you tie damsels to train tracks, why do you leave before the train comes and they get a chance to get away?
Well, it kind of lends to the air of mystery about the whole thing, you know?
Can you complete this sentence? I wish Republicans would stop blank and start blank.
I wish Republicans would stop blaming the poor and start blaming the rich.
I wish they would stop trying to give everything away and start watching their pennies.
Let me ask you, is that all mustache or is some of that coming out of the nose?
No, I think that should be all mustache. I know I got that walrus thing going on there.
That might not be mustache.
If you think about it like a sailboat, the winds will blow the sail. The Republicans are more the rudder. They're going to steer it over the course and go in the direction that you need to go to get the objective rather than blowing with the prevailing winds.
So which one blows more, the Republicans or the Democrats?
Well, the Democrats.
Would you say one nice thing about Republicans for us?
Yes. They did not start World War II.
Say one nice thing about Democrats.
Soon they'll be gone.
Where are they going?
Do I have to answer that? They're going in November. They'll be gone. No more Democrats. Yay!
You know, I believe every human being is a good human being. They are good at heart.
Even Donald Trump?
No, not him.